And welcome to ABakery. Today we're going to be making mini pizzas.
I'm Manish.
And I'm Aisha. Welcome to the show.
And here's what you need. 3.5 to 4 cups of bread flour, but we'll be using regular plain flour, which will give a crispier crust. You also need 1 teaspoon of sugar, an envelope of dry yeast, 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, 1.5 cups of water at medium temperature, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
Okay, let's get baking. First, we're going to weigh out 3.5 cups of bread flour. Don't ask me why we're using cups. We're not American. Remember kids, baking is a science and you want to do all your measurements as exact as possible. Next, we're going to add the sugar, yeast and salt. And now, mix. You know, I wanted to be a baker, but I couldn't raise the dough.
Do you really need that much money?
At least a few £1,000. Having combined the dry ingredients, we now add the water and olive oil. But only a little bit at a time while you're mixing. In regular cooking shows, they have stuff they say during all this.
So clothes, they're pretty popular nowadays.
That was for you, Stefan. These particular mini pizzas will come in a variety of shapes, including circle, slightly bigger circle, dinosaur, and squirrel. Remember kids, rubbing off your pants while baking is totally legit and not creepy. Adds flavour. Where else are we going to get the kosher salt? Did you have a little too much water, Manish?
I was trying to copy what you were doing.
So, how about that World Cup?
Yeah, I particularly liked it when that guy kicks the ball into that net and everyone was really happy.
Did you see that ludicrous display last night?
What were Brazil thinking?
The problem with Brazil is they always just try to walk it in. If your dough seems too dry, add a little bit more water.
Bitch, that's my water.
Bitch, I thought we were sharing that.
That's your water.
Oh, I didn't realise, I'm sorry. These mini pizzas are going to be so fetch. Now that I've combined all the ingredients, I'm going to knead the dough.
Now that finished kneading, simply place some cling film over your bowl and leave it to prove for just an hour.
Once it's doubled in size, we'll take the cling film off, leave the dough to rest for 10 minutes, then slice it in half and start making the mini pizzas. And so begins the cleaning montage. Oh yeah! Prove me wrong, but I'd say this dough is hell approved. It feels so weird and soft.
Mine's not either.
Okay, so now we're going to prepare the tomatoey base and chop up all our toppings. Manish, what are you using?
I'm using green pesto, cherry vine tomatoes, some mozzarella, and some mushrooms.
I will be using for the base a mixture of tomato puree, basil, garlic, olive oil and passata. My vegetarian choppings include cherry tomatoes, onion and peppers. My meaty ones will have chorizo on them because I'm a fancy fuck. Let's get started!
Yeah!
First, let's mix our tomatoey bases.
Dollop of puree, How's your again?
Like a dollop?
The fuck is a dollop?
I don't know, you only said a dollop.
They
you
said
dollop.
on TV! That sounded cool.
How do you? I'm probably going to do about half and half tomato puree to passata.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Would you like to do the honours?
Thank you for passating it to me. What's that?
About like what you've got in there already.
That?
Yeah, that's probably cool.
I'll passat it back to you.
So organic! I only found my tomatoes from reasonably sourced farms in Colombia. Just lick your finger.
Yeah. Don't lick your finger, kids, it's unhygienic.
I'm now going to cut up some cloves of garlic to add to mine. On my vegetarian ones, I'm going to add a bit of sriracha sauce to my tomato paste just to kick things up a notch.
I'm also having chopped garlic. It's something I made earlier.
Say, Manish, how did you learn how to chop garlic so well?
The frozen island Tesco's.
Fascinating. Tell me more.
Made in a factory for 12p an hour.
If he's lucky.
Yep. Working his fingers to the bone every single day, chopping garlic.
Remember, kids, slavery is wrong, but so useful.
It's not slavery, it's child labour.
Practically slavery. You should know all about this, you Indian warlord. Hey, Manish, do you remember the first time you ever baked any bread?
Ah, I remember.
Would you like to share it with us?
It was the summer of 2003. We bought a bread oven, put the ingredients in the oven and pressed the button twice, and 2 hours later we had some glorious bread loaves.
That's exciting.
The first time you made bread?
Made bread. I don't tend to make bread much. My only memory of this kind of stuff is making loaves, like honey and banana loaf. Yeah, they're a lot easier. They don't use any yeast or anything.
Interesting fact about bread, Betty White is older than sliced bread.
That is interesting, Manish.
Do you know who else is good at baking bread?
That Paul Hollywood.
No, that Heisenberg guy.
Oh, I bet he was very good at baking bread. You know, baking is practically chemistry. Support the sciences.
Abolish religion. Here's an oven glove. This is the type of thing you should be wearing when you put items in the oven so that you don't burn your fingers. Did you know that pretzels are not bread?
No way, seriously? Having added the garlic, I'm now going to add some olive oil.
Squirt, squirt.
Sploosh. Some dried basil.
Some dried basil.
And some pepper.
And they mix it all together.
This sure is smelling good already. Now onto the vegetables.
Yep. Tomato isn't a vegetable, but I'll be chopping it up now.
And I don't think peppers are vegetables, but I will be chopping them up now.
So onto the fruits. But not pineapple.
You're a fruit.
You're a vegetable.
Oh.
Make sure you wash all the fruits before using them.
We do, because we're lazy.
Yeah.
Also, we're Asian, so we have the constitution for unwashed food.
And now moving on to the mushrooms. Take off the little stalks. Or not, you don't have to.
Really, it's fine, just do whatever you want. Don't let me tell you what to do. It's not like this is an informative video or anything.
Should I peel them or not?
Peel or wash them?
You either peel or wash them. I didn't bother washing them, so I'm just going to peel them.
Fascinating.
Is it really that interesting?
I thought so. I'm very interested in food hygiene.
Would you say that it appeals to you?
It's always appealed to me, though I'm not sure the root of it. I guess this is going to be the kind of section where we just speed up most of it and then slow it down when we say interesting stuff. Yeah, that's good. Don't forget, before you start slicing and preparing the pizzas, preheat the oven at a high temperature.
And get a supervised adult to help you cut them if you're young.
These knives are scary. Trust. I have permanent nerve damage in one of my fingers because of it. Not even kidding, I think it's permanent.
Robin's going to watch this and judge my cutting.
Oh, trust my cuttings are great. We're judging both of us.
Fuck you, Robin. Fuck you.
Fuck you and your knowing how to cook.
And your constant need to help us improve our cooking.
Ridiculous. You're too nice. I'd just like to shout out a big hey for all those League of Legends players out there.
Hey, Peter, where'd you come from?
Oh my! It's like he sprung out of nowhere.
Now, chopping the mozzarella.
Oh, someone's speedy. I'm still chopping up vegetables.
You're not using mushrooms?
No, I don't have any.
Oh, I'm using them because I'm a fun guy.
Gee whiz, Manish, I'm getting real excited about these mini pizzas. So, let's start assembling the pizzas. We may have just experienced some technical difficulties, so let's get back to rolling the dough. Make sure you place some flour on top of it so it doesn't stick to the rolling pin. A dick is not a substitute for a rolling pin. I'm looking at you. Roll it out till it's no more than a couple centimetres thick so you can get it quite crisp. Don't worry about the shape because you're going to use cookie cutters to get it anyway. And make sure you don't use too much flour. I do. We'll learn from our mistakes, eh?
Yep.
You guys don't understand what that's a reference to.
So we lost 7 minutes of video of me fucking up horribly.
Technical errors. Once you're happy with the thickness that you've rolled the dough to, start cutting it out. Once you've cut it out, place it on a tray. Do this until you've run out of dough or tray space.
And oil the tray first.
Once you've placed them onto the tray, take about a spoonful of your tomato mix, place it in the middle, and spread it out using a knife, or a palette knife or a spatula, whatever you've got lying around. Then scatter your toppings. It doesn't matter if you put too much toppings on these. The more the better on many pizzas, I say. Don't you agree, Manish?
Totes my goats.
Remember, these are homemade, so it's okay if they look a little rustic and not very well prepared.
Isn't that right, Aisha?
Once you've placed your toppings on them, rip or place your elegantly cut mozzarella on.
Once you've made a mould of the entire dough you have, simply scrunch up the dough and place it back into the bowl.
To add a little spicy kick to mine, I'm going to add a little bit of sriracha sauce on top. You have been warned. Repeat this until you've decorated all the mini pizzas on your tray and pop them in the oven.
What temperature and time?
Go for a hot oven, and time, we're not really sure, it depends on the size. So just keep a lookout and wait for the dough to look crisp and the cheese melted. How are yours looking, Manish?
Cheesy.
Like your puns? Here are some mini pizzas that I made earlier. I'm going to pop them in the oven now. Essentially, just keep repeating that until you run out of dough and toppings. Sure, I'm excited to try these. How about you, Manish?
Sure can.
Mmm. Mm-hmm.
Fantabulous.
Oh, I can really taste the sriracha on mine.
V good.
Totes my goats.